The Scout Skills YouTube channel presents Scout Rank Requirement 3A. Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos to help you increase your understanding of Scout skills, your skill proficiency, merit badge completion, and rank advancement. Scout Rank Requirement 3A. Explain the patrol method. Describe the type of patrols that are used in your troop. Scouting's founder, Lord Baden-Powell, said, "The patrol system is not one method in which scouting for boys can be carried on. It is the only method." Baden-Powell even went on to say that a scouting unit that's not following the patrol method is not really a scouting unit. So let's talk about why the patrol method is so important to scouting. First, let's understand what a patrol is. A patrol is a group of youth, ideally about 6 to 8, with no more than 2 to 3 years apart. A smaller unit like a patrol gives every member of that patrol ample opportunity to be hands-on, and it allows a troop, no matter how big, to keep breaking themselves down into smaller functioning models. Imagine if a troop that has 6 or 7 patrols. That means when you go on a camping trip, that's 6 to 7 guys who get to be the cook, 6 to 7 guys who are the assistant cook, 6 or 7 guys who are gathering firewood, or the fire tender, or the quartermaster. Everybody gets ample opportunity to be doing something in scouting, especially when you follow the patrol method. And as a patrol, you get to work with the guys that are just like you, and you build close friendships, and you help each other and encourage each other to grow and advance. It's a great way to have healthy competition and friendly camaraderie amongst yourselves so that you can grow into a highly capable, self-functioning group within the troop. Ideally, a patrol stays the same all the way through their scouting career so that they can perfect their scouting skills and learn how to become a very effective group. There are 3 types of patrols in a scouting unit. The first is called the New Scout Patrol. These are typically 11-year-old scouts who've recently joined the troop, and they are going to work really hard in that first year with a goal of reaching the first class rank. Typically, a new scout patrol is paired with older, more experienced scouts called troop guides to help them transition into a boy-led model. Also, an assistant scoutmaster is typically assigned to the new scout patrol to ensure that that first year transition from adult-led Cub Scouting to youth-led Scouting BSA goes really well for them. The next type of patrol, you could just call it a regular patrol. They're made up of scouts who have already completed the first class requirements, and they've been around long enough to know how to do scouting safely and operate within the patrol method. And if your troop has older guys that are seeking some high adventure to keep their interest, well, nothing stops them from forming a venture patrol. These are for scouts age 13 and older who have the maturity and the experience to take part in a more challenging, physically demanding high adventure outing. The BSA defines a patrol as a group of youth who are grouped based on age, development, and interest. This is really important because for scouts to do their best, they have to be grouped with guys that are just like them, that can participate in the same activities and have the same interests that they have. It's important to remember that a patrol is always supposed to work together as a team. Yet in scouting, there's a number of activities that have age requirements, maturity requirements, or even physical strength requirements. And that might lead to events where some of the patrol gets to participate in the fun and other patrol members have to stay behind because they don't meet the requirements. That's not a well-functioning patrol, and that means that's not a well-functioning troop. It's also important to remember that based upon age and development, Scouts may talk about different things. They may have different interests. Those interests are going to change over time. And you want to be sure that when your scouts are sitting together, talking and being friends with each other, that they have things in common. There's not a lot that an 11-year-old talks about that a 17-year-old has an interest in. So it's important that we keep the patrols separated in that way. It's also important to point out that per the guideline to safe scouting, when you're sharing a tent, scouts are not to be more than 2 years of age apart. Again, this reinforces the idea that patrols need to be separated based upon age, not just for interest level, but for safety purposes as well. That model of separating based upon age, interest, and ability is nothing new to Boy Scouting. In fact, it is the entire scouting portfolio where we separate based upon age, interest, and ability to make sure that we're grouping youth together that have the same interests and can work together efficiently and effectively. Congratulations, you just completed Scout Rank Requirement 3A. Learn to function well as a patrol and make your patrol's goal to be strong in Scout skills, high in Scout spirit, and a functioning example to the rest of the troop.